Okay, folks, just a quick update about the latest PayPal scam. Yes, there's a scam going about. It's a £650 scam. It came into me at the weekend and it almost fooled me. So watch out for this one. I'm going to go through some of the details that actually I got involved in, and I actually phoned them up, convinced it was PayPal, but I never got to the stage where I gave them all the information, and then I kind of worked out from there. So let me show you, because it's very, very cunning and very, very smart. So this is the email that came into me right here. Please take time to share it with other people, please, because it's important that everybody gets to know about this, because you'll be easily fooled with this one. So let me just pop in and see if I can get this email right in front of me here. Here we are. Okay, so this email clearly is invoice billing department of PayPal 0147. Service at PayPal is the email address, and it's to my email address, so it's legitimate. Then it goes on to say, hello, Kilo Carter. Obviously, that's not me. That's a giveaway straight away. And it's used on every single email. So just be aware of this. This is used on every single email, this name. I've had about 4 of them already. The billing department at PayPal sent you an invoice for £650. A view and pay invoice. You can, it does go through to a PayPal and it shows you this invoice. But more importantly, down here, it's got a customer number down here. It allows you to phone customer service right away to inform them that somebody could be taking money out of your account illegally. Now, please, this customer service number is completely wrong. This is a scam. I phoned this number. So I phoned this number and I made it clear to them. They walked me through the process. They told me my email address, and then they proceeded to tell me and verify me as well. They even had my mobile number. So they actually sent a verification pretending they were PayPal into my mobile for me to tell them. And then that kind of fooled me as well. And then what happened next is then they asked the usual questions. Now, everybody that goes through PayPal will know the usual questions. What's the name of your first pet? What's the name of your first primary school you were? What's the middle name of your maiden name of your mother, and things like that. Now, they're not going to know that. But then what I did was then they asked me the name of my first pet, and then I told them, and they said, yeah, that's right. And I'm kind of thinking, wait a minute, you could be anybody asking me this question now. And you've not got any verification. And the thing that fooled me was the email, was the text to my mobile phone, and also the fact that they actually verified my debit card, the last 4 digits. They didn't verify the whole number. And then the next question was, just to take you through the verification process again, we just want to confirm your 16-digit number on your debit card. Now, that's the card registered at this account. So they told me the 4 numbers at the end, and that's normal because you can get that on any receipt, because that's what happens when you get receipts. So they've obviously been building a profile over time. They obviously verified my personal address as well. Now, everybody talks about, people shouldn't get access to my information. But remember, your personal address is registered on your council tax bill. It's registered on most things. You can even used to get it in the telephone book with your surname as well, and your own telephone number as well. So this is common information. It's widely available throughout everybody. So sophisticated rings like this and big, huge setups like this collates and gathers all this information, and they just play the waiting game till at some point over the years that you'll maybe drop your guard and they'll get in there because they've got all this information collated together under your account with them. This is a £1 billion enterprise scam scheme, remember. So watch out for it. And the other thing I did was then, when I did that, they then asked me for my 16-digit number. And I says, well, how do I know who you are? I could be telling you my number. And then they says, well, they actually tried to allay my fears by telling me the first 4 digits of my number, which was for the Halifax, which is the same 4 digits for any Halifax card, by the way. And then I began to think, okay, this might be genuine, because they've given me the first 4 digits, they've given me the last 4 digits. All I need to give them the 8 digits in between. And I thought, I'm not giving you my 16-digit number when I have no idea who you are, because I'm phoning you up, you're not phoning me, and you're doing certain things, and it looks like you're real. And then I started to challenge them on this. So I started to challenge on it. I started to go through that process and say to them, well, how do I know who you are? You tell me what the 16-digit number is, because you've clearly got it on the account. So you can tell me and I'll verify if it's correct. And then they proceeded to be quite difficult with me as well. And then what happened out of there is they end up putting the phone down. That's the telltale sign. So watch out for that. The other thing I did as well, and I'll just share this other screen with you. I then went onto forums. This is a good way to check. If you go into Google and then you just check here, and you'll check with scam numbers. So you can type this number into Google. So this is the number that was on the bottom of that email, this number here, and you type it in, and now and again, you'll get forums that come up and they say, look, see that? This number is a free phone number. The number has been searched 147 times. Call started on the 18th of October 2022. There's been a total of 8 comments left on the phone number. So this is where all these forums start telling you. Some PayPal scam, don't call it. Very good scam email. Sender's email address, PayPal, it's fake account, wrong. And they're actually verifying the same thing. Hi, Kilo Carter. It's only giveaway to a scam email. Even if you reply to that email, it actually looks like their address. As the above is a Kilo Carter email message appears actually to come from PayPal and says, trusted sender must be randomly sending out invoices to people. Well, it's no random. They're sending out thousands of invoices out to people, hundreds of thousands, and somebody's going to fall for this. Because once they get access to your PayPal account, because you're verifying it, and also your debit card, they'll just clear out your account. That's effectively what they'll do. So it's all these people are verifying it's a scam as well. So that's another way of doing it. I just went on Google and typed that number in. So it's just a case I copied and pasted that number on the bottom. So I'll copy it again, and I'll just go back to Google so I can show you, and then paste it. And I've pasted that number in, and here we go. Who called me? There's other numbers, but who calls me? And then that's when I clicked on it, and it actually gives you this information. And people are leaving comments as to what it is. So that's one of the things. I was almost easily fooled there. So be very, very vigilant and tell other people about this. As I said before, that email that I got through was very, very convincing. And even when I tried to check the email address to respond, normally when you go back to respond to them, it comes up with another email address where it came from in the first place. But it actually came up with service@paypal.co.uk, which made me think it was actually possibly legitimate. So be very, very vigilant. Share this with other people and watch out for this email from Kilo Carter. Okay, bye-bye for now.